British Foreign Minister David Cameron arrived in Cairo on Thursday for talks on a possible ceasefire in Gaza. He first met Egyptian President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi before holding more in-depth discussions with Foreign Minister Sameh Shoukry. The two said they're coordinating efforts seeking to secure the release of hostages still being in Gaza, ensure a wider reach of aid to the Palestinians, and help in brokering a sustainable ceasefire.
In terms of what Britain is doing, is we're saying very clearly to Israel they have to obey international humanitarian law, they should minimize the number of civilian casualties, and let me be frank, I want this conflict to end as soon as possible. What we need is a sustainable ceasefire where Hamas is no longer able to threaten Israel with rockets and with terrorism, and where the fighting can stop and the talks about how we have a long-term solution and peace and stability.
Yemen's Houthis have been attacking vessels at the Bab el-Mandab Strait to show support to the Palestinians, threatening a massive interruption in global supply chains and Egypt's Suez Canal. The two countries also focused their talks on efforts to secure navigation in the Red Sea.
Cameron's visit came at the same time that Ismail Haniyeh, the leader of the Palestinian resistance group Hamas, held talks with the Egyptian intelligence chief. Egypt is trying to push for a second round of a ceasefire. Haniyeh's statements, however, do not indicate that a deal is imminent. He says Israel's talks about a future for Gaza without Hamas are delusional, and that no exchange of hostages will take place without a ceasefire.
Obstacles to the talks primarily come from the Israeli side. Israel wants the release of all Hamas hostages, but is offering only a few hours of ceasefire, which means that it aims to continue its bombardment and proceed with an unfortunate plan to forcefully migrate Palestinians in Gaza to Egypt and other countries to terminate the two-state solution and end any hope to resolve the Palestinian crisis.
Egypt is working with Arab and Islamic nations on a Security Council resolution that aims to approve a wider flow of aid into Gaza. On Thursday, Shoukry said that more than 70 countries are so far supporting it.
We've been working on this resolution for a month now. It is primarily a humanitarian decision. It focuses on managing this conflict and increasing the volume of aid to face the humanitarian catastrophe in the Gaza Strip. More than 20,000 people have been killed, among them around 8,000 are children. 70% of buildings have been destroyed, and health facilities have been targeted.
Continuing these efforts, leaders from Palestinian Islamic Jihad are coming to the Egyptian capital next week to secure stronger support for Egypt's mediation efforts. Adel Mahroui, CGTN, Cairo.